Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking about all 13 confirmed vehicles that we can see in the brand new Smuggler's Run DLC trailer. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be discussing and breaking down all 13 of these new vehicles, talking about their real-life equivalents, and a little bit more about them in terms of maybe some interesting features and details. And at the end, we're also going to be discussing one potentially leaked vehicle already, a supercar. So stay tuned for that at the end. So let's jump straight into this, and we're actually going to start with this screenshot right here. It's our 4 characters walking into this airplane hangar, and there's a lot of planes in here. Let's start with the one up front, this kind of tan-ish gray and red one. This is actually based off of the Tucano or Hurricane fighter jet. So this is actually really cool. Now, the one in this game doesn't look like it has any weapons on there, but there is a chance that it could have some weaponized feature, like the ability to drop bombs or something like that. It's pretty cool. It looks as if it is a 2-seater, so it can be seen in the foreground of the first screenshot I showed off, as well as a couple other times in the trailer. I would imagine there would be multiple liveries for this vehicle. So this one is pretty awesome. I'm very excited about this vehicle. It just looks menacing, and obviously it's 2-seater, which is really cool. To me, it almost looks like it's going to serve as the weaponized version of the Bezra, which I think might actually be pretty unique. Let's go ahead and move on over to the plane in the middle, the one with the 751 written on the side of it. So this is actually based off of the MiG-15 and the MiG-17 plane. So this is awesome. I love the unique shape of the nose, and I also love the liveries that can be seen and the designs on them throughout the trailers and screenshots that we've seen. We've seen lots of different camo patterns, stripes. This one has stars and numbers and insignias on there. This one is going to be awesome. We know that this is weaponized based off of the footage that we've seen in the trailer, so I know that this one is going to be very, very cool. So that is the second confirmed vehicle that we've seen, and it's also a 1-seater as well. I like the variation. Some of these seat multiple people, some 2, some only 1. So I think that's pretty awesome. Moving on to this big boy in the back, that is the Grumman G21. So this is a 4-propeller plane, a quad propeller one, and this thing is massive. Now I can't tell how many this is going to seat, but I would imagine 4 at a minimum, maybe 5 or 6 if it's a little bit bigger. Now in real life, this plane, some of its models, actually has the ability to land on water, similar to the Dodo Seaplane. So I wonder if the Grumman at G21, or the equivalent we're getting in game, is going to be similar to that, and that it'll have the ability to land on the water. That, in my opinion, would actually be really, really cool. I'm going to imagine this one's going to be pretty slow, as it's a chunky one, that's for sure. So it might be one of the slower aircrafts we actually get in this update. Moving on, though, this vehicle is only seen in this screenshot right here, and that is this tiny little stunt plane. I called it the Mallard Jr., and that's basically what it is. This is most closely resembled to the Fournier RF-4D, which is kind of like a stunt plane in real life. This one's kind of white and black and orange, and it's really cool. It was never shown off in the trailer and was only seen in this screenshot. So that's a good point that I should emphasize, is that even though we're looking at 13 confirmed vehicles in this screenshot, there's a good chance that Rockstar are saving some for the update on Tuesday, and we may not see all the vehicles until it's actually released and until we get this DLC into the game. But anyways, I do think this is pretty cool. I wonder if it'll be a competitor to the Mallard. Will it be faster because it's smaller? Will it be more agile? I guess we're really just gonna have to wait and see. Let's take a look at that small little helicopter to the right. This is actually based off of the Robinson R22. Now, what's also interesting about this is the Little Willie from Vice City Stories and from GTA Vice City. It's this small little single-seater helicopter, and it's awesome. Now, one thing to note about this vehicle is we know it's going to be a Nagasaki-style helicopter, as can be seen in this screenshot right here, where we can actually see the Nagasaki logo on the side. Now, I'm not sure if that's a livery or if that's going to be there by default, but it does give us a confirmation that this is going to be a Nagasaki helicopter, which you might actually find pretty cool. For the most part, Nagasaki makes motorcycles in GTA 5, so that right there is pretty awesome. And then the final vehicle we see from this screenshot is the Ultralight, that kind of paraglider dune buggy combination. This is most closely based off of the Pegasus Quantum 145-912. It's just a little single-seater paraglider with a motor attached to the back, kind of like a trike as well. So that is so cool. When they showed this this off in the trailer, I thought that this was amazingly awesome, and I really liked the uniqueness of this vehicle. It'll be cool to see what sort of customization we can do. Can we change like the kite up top, or are we going to be able to add maybe a little bit more armor to it? I'm not sure, but that right there is pretty awesome, and those are the vehicles that can be seen in that first screenshot right there. Now, there's also a vehicle in the back. That's actually the Cuban that we already have in the game, so no need to worry about that. Throughout this trailer, you are going to see some older vehicles, so just be on the lookout for that. If we move on to this next screenshot right here, this first vehicle in the front, it's green and gray on the bottom, and it has like this pig livery on the side of it, a little weird. This is actually based off of the ME-163 Comet. Now, just like our other vehicle, this vehicle has the ability to float on water too, or at least land on water. So it might be interesting to see if Rockstar kind of puts that feature on these vehicles too. That might give it a little bit more variety and might also help us out in our missions and stuff like that. Now, also in this screenshot, you can also see the Luxor Deluxe and the Titan in the background. So it'll be interesting to see if those vehicles will get upgrades too, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but they are not obviously new. If we move on to this shot right here, we get our first look at a brand new fighter jet, and that is going to be the P-51 Mustang, better known as the Rustler from GTA San Andreas. That's right, the Rustler makes a return. It is finally back from San Andreas. We all wanted this amazing, cool fighter jet to return, this World War II plane. So I'm very, very excited about this. The Rustler was one of the coolest vehicles in San Andreas. If you haven't played it, you're in for a treat because this is going to be so much fun. So that's also one of the confirmed vehicles that's going to be arriving as well. This next vehicle is not new, but it would be new to Grand Theft Auto Online, and that is the Skylift. So the Skylift is based off of the S-64 Sky Crane, and it can be seen in this one mission delivering cargo onto this cargo ship. Now, like I said, it'll be interesting if we can only use it in this mission, or if Rockstar is going to allow us to use it in free mode, like if we can buy it and purchase it off the Warstock Cash and Carry site. That'll be something we're going to have to keep our eyes and ears peeled for. Now, this next vehicle is interesting because I can't tell if it's new or if it's just a modified version of the Titan. That's why I brought up the fact that it could be interesting that the Titan was featured inside the hangar, because this next vehicle looks to be a modified C-130, which is what the Titan is based off of. This one is matte black on the top. It's chrome on the bottom. It looks to have some weapon upgrades. It can be seen in really 2 shots of the trailer. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments section. Do you think that this is a brand new vehicle, or do you think this is a modified version of the Titan? And that's why we ended up seeing it inside of the hangar with the rest of those other vehicles. So let me know in the comments section down below, but it has the same layout. It has the same structure, the 4 propellers and stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool vehicle right there. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Moving on, we get a really good look at the bomber. So the bomber in the trailer is based off of the B-25 or the AT-11. It's kind of hard to tell. They're both very, very similar. So it can be seen in multiple different shots. So some of the planes are actually seen multiple times throughout the trailer, which is why it might look like there's more planes than what we've seen. But this is pretty awesome. It's going to have the gunner on the top. It's going to have the ability to drop those bombs, which is pretty awesome. And it was also shown off in a screenshot as well, one of the first official ones from this trailer. Now, if we move on to the official artwork for Smuggler's Run, we see the first and only confirmed land vehicle so far. It's this orange and white vehicle, and we know a couple things about this. Number one, it is a Vapid vehicle based off of the logo that can be seen on the grill. So it's a Vapid car, and this is most prominently based off of the Ford Escort Mark I. So I am so excited to see this vehicle added. It's almost going to be like a Vapid Uranus classic. So that's very exciting. I think that this is a nice, refreshing break from some of the more recent vehicles we've received from Gun Running and Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit and even Import-Export. So I am so hyped for this vehicle. That to me is really, really exciting. That's, of course, the only official confirmed land vehicle that we've seen so far. Also on that artwork, we can see a bunch of the other planes that I talked about earlier in kind of their digitalized form. So that's pretty exciting. But the biggest thing for me on that screenshot was obviously the vehicle. That is just incredibly cool. I think the planes and the helicopters are awesome, but I definitely can't wait for the land vehicles too, because I think there's a lot of good potential here. And as far as confirmed vehicles go, I certainly can't forget about this one. This is the Hunter, which is based off of the AH-64 Apache. So the Hunter is also coming from San Andreas. It is one of the most highly requested vehicles we have in Grand Theft Auto Online. So to see this is very, very cool. And I think this is going to be so awesome to have finally a military helicopter that can compete with maybe some of the other things we have in the game, like jets and planes and oppressors and stuff like that. So hopefully Rockstar do this vehicle right and they make it awesome and menacing, but the Hunter is based off of the AH-64 Apache chopper. And it's also different from the beta one that was first featured in like the movie The Simian and was shown off in some very, very early cut screenshots. So it's a brand new model. It's not just Rockstar resurrecting this thing from the dead. They actually took their time and remodeled it, which is really cool. Okay, and the last vehicle we need to talk about today is actually one that is not confirmed. And that's why I've actually saved it towards the end, because I can't tell if this is real, and I can't really tell if this is fake either. It looks so real, but at the same rate, I've got no idea. So this was apparently found by GTA Expert. This is the image right here, and it looks like a Rockstar official screenshot, and this supercar looks menacing. It looks crazy. Now, when I asked him about it, he said a friend of his gave it to him, but he did not respond to his messages. So I'm really not too sure, and I have no idea what this supercar is based off of. It doesn't look like it's based off of at least anything that I know of. It doesn't surprise me that Rockstar would try to squeeze at least one supercar in this update. It looks menacing. It looks very futuristic. You can obviously see the diffuser on the back. It just looks absolutely crazy. I can't tell if this is a mod or if this is real. You can see the custom atomic tires right there. That looks awesome. So I'm going to take this with a grain of salt, but if this is real, this does look amazing. I love the taillights, how they're in that like curved pattern. I love the mirrors. I mean, this car looks amazingly cool, but I don't know where this individual would have got this screenshot from. It's not from the Rockstar Newswire. It doesn't look like it's available anywhere else. So that has me kind of wondering what the heck is going on with this vehicle. But anyways, that's all the information that I'm going to be talking about for you guys in this video today. That is the 13 confirmed vehicles from the Smuggler's Run trailer and Newswire post, and then that one unconfirmed supercar at the end. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know which is your favorite, which are you most looking forward to. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.